Hey guys, what up? I just wanted to jump on the low snap here and give my opinion really on Drew Brees. I think he's really undervalued as a quarterback in today's NFL, and just for the simple fact of, and it sounds really obvious as I'm saying it, but he throws the football really well, and I know it's obvious he's a quarterback in the NFL, that's what he's supposed to do. But if you really look at what he's done, it's actually kind of amazing. There have been 9 NFL seasons that a quarterback has thrown for over 5,000 yards. Drew Brees has 5 of them by himself. And that to me is astounding because if you think about your lists of great quarterbacks, you really talk about a Peyton Manning, a Joe Montana, Tom Brady, and Dan Marino. Those are really the big 4. Some people add in John Elway, just to wrap it up, call it a top 5. But no one really ever talks about Drew Brees. The dude really knows how to work the football. Coming over from San Diego, I'm going to talk a little bit about just what could have been as a Miami Dolphins fan, just to give you guys some backstory. Some of you may not remember or not know what happened. Basically, when Drew Brees was in San Diego, I think he was drafted in the 2nd round out of Purdue. But anyway, Drew Brees plays a couple years for the San Diego Chargers, actually gets hurt where his shoulder is dislocated. But what happened is when you normally dislocate your shoulder, it pops out from the bottom, or it pops out from the top. His actually popped out from the bottom, and because of this weird thing, he did have to get surgery on it, so he was kind of making his rounds because San Diego had said, nah, we're good, we're going to stick with this new guy we drafted. His name's Phillip Rivers, you may have heard of him, so you can go find yourself a new team. And largely, he was down to picking either Miami or the New Orleans Saints. And as it goes, he went to Miami. Then they were coached by Nick Saban. Brees gets checked out by the medical staff, Miami's medical staff, and they tell Saban, doesn't look too good, don't know if his shoulder can hold up. So the Dolphins say, okay, we're gonna trade Minnesota for this guy named Dante Culpepper. We'll let Brees go to New Orleans, thinking we got the better guy. Well, lo and behold, Dante Culpepper doesn't last very long in Miami, and as everyone knows, Brees brings the city of New Orleans back from Hurricane Katrina, actually wins a Super Bowl with the Saints over Peyton Manning, and the rest is really history. The Saints are just now kind of getting back into playoff contention. They did have a lackluster defense the few seasons before that, so that actually kept them out of the playoffs. And I really just want to give Drew Brees credit here. Like, if you think about that, 9 quarterbacks in NFL history have thrown for 5,000 or more yards. Drew Brees is named 5 times out of those 9. That is absolutely insane. And if you look at it, he doesn't really have wide receivers that, like, people would remember. I mean, he has Jimmy Graham, a great tight end, but his other wide receivers a lot of the times were Marcus Colston, Robert Meacham, or actually, I don't know if the last one's correct, but some guy with that name I think he played with. Anywho, you get my point. Not a lot of guys are nameable players with him. He does play now with Michael Thomas, who is a great wide receiver, so that definitely helps him out. But Drew Brees, highly underrated when it comes to the names of all-time quarterbacks. I don't think he's number 1, but he's definitely top 5, maybe even top 3. Let's debate it, guys. Where is Drew Brees on the list of all-time quarterbacks. You know what? I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to actually move him ahead of Dan Marino in my top 3 spot, right along with Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, rounding out with Drew Brees. Let me know what you guys think, and you can either leave a comment below, or you can hit me up on Twitter at NICH_Wood, that's just WOD. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe buttons so we can grow this channel. Thanks, guys.